Hey everyone, so I want to show you the van. Oops, actually, there's something wrong with it. Oh, that's level. So I look so weird. I got one side of the van up just so I can inspect. There's some very ugly, nasty rust to this bottom side, and the best way for me to get to it is by lifting it. So I don't have to go under it as much. So at least I don't have any on this side. It's only the rear that makes me so happy that it's not a full repair on the whole thing. But it's amazing how much rust you can get on these things. Oh, look at that! Oh my goodness! I didn't even want to start out. Um, leaky engine is always good because you just gotta make sure you tap off your oil, but it prevents the bottom from rusting a little bit. So that side is not rusted versus this side because of the leaky oil pan. Um, yeah, so that's how I got one side up without having a lift kit. Um, I'm just inspecting it. Damn, I got a nail through my new tire. That sucks. Looks like it didn't go through though. That's what happens when you get beefy tires. But yeah, check that out. Off tilt. We're running on 31's 10.5 R15. I don't know what LT stands for. Cool. So this is the repair that we just did. Oh, I just did. It's not like I have a team helping me out. So I just finished this up, and now I gotta go with the glazing party. I'm only gonna do certain areas. I'm not gonna go crazy. After all, this is just it was a construction van, and I'm gonna repair as much as I can, but not everything. I don't need it to be mint condition. I just want to get rid of some of the dents. So I did do a lot of bond on this side. There was a dent here. This whole area here was dented in, but about a good half inch, and affected this area all the way down to here. And I could either pull the sheet metal out or build it up with Bondo. So I decided to go the easy way, which is building it up with Bondo. So it looks decent. It's not perfect, but you can see the inside. Oh, you can see me. Hello. Yeah. So that's that. On this side too, we did a lot of repairs. This whole door is still not shutting correctly the way I wanted, but it's much better. I literally needed to slam it to shut. So we did a lot of repairs here. Here, this whole bottom section got Bondo. Everything you see on black got Bondo and heavy rust removed. Especially this bottom here, that was fully rust. I have a before picture on that. On this side, we got the, this is the tilt side, it's literally tilting this way a lot. That's how I'm gonna chop the other side too, just to give it a nice lift look. I'm still putting a lift kit on this to gain another 3 inches. But based on budget right now, that's gonna have to wait. Right now I just want to get the rust out of it, so that's a future thing. It's definitely affordable. They sell a kit for $1,600. I'm gonna have to install it myself, and one of the reasons why I wanted to install it myself instead of having a mechanic do it, because I can assess the amount of rust that is on the bottom of this truck, which I assume to be a lot, and I can treat it the right way. I can, while I'm there down there, I can grind, just get to the bare metal and replace if it's rotted through with new metal, and then just prime and do metal. I'm sorry, not metal. Rust prevention stuff. This whole thing. Someone hit it, destroyed my tail light, bended this, destroyed this, which I don't know how to fix this yet. Yeah, it's just this thing just right here might be another 2 days worth of work just to get this out. When I say 2 days, it's mostly like maybe 3 hours because I don't put full days in this. But yeah, so I don't know how much I'm gonna put into this. I don't need this to look perfect, but just not as bad as it does now. That's all. This whole section here still needs to be welded. I haven't quite figured out how I'm gonna do it, but for sure I need to pull this out a little bit. I don't know how much. I might just keep it flush. I'm definitely bringing this up to meet this. So it's gonna travel up. Probably gonna do a few slices and then stretch the metal to go up. I might need to apply some heat to it to make that happen. I haven't quite engineered this exactly how it's gonna happen, but I have a basic idea. This is why I haven't cut the other side yet, because if I have to do a repair, I only want to do a repair to one side, not to both. But yeah, I just also haven't had the time to fully do it. But at least I cut it so I can have the look. Oh, another nail. The issue with driving on construction sites, you always get nails on your tire. But well, that's part of life. Yeah, I assume there's a lot of rust on the bottom of this as well, which we're gonna inspect next time. This time we're just only working on one side. We did repair all of this already. There was a lot of rust here. This whole thing was just falling apart, and we cut this up. That was like this much lower. Actually, the front, everything was hitting the tire. This was hitting the tire. This was hitting the tire. And this was hitting the tire, so I chopped it back and then married the two metals. On the original fender, this fender unbolts from the top and separates. Now I actually welded the two pieces together. So if somebody wants to replace a fender on this, or if I want to replace the fender, I actually have to cut this open. So it's gonna be challenging. I hope I don't get this into an accident where I need to replace that, because it's gonna be a lot of work, a lot of re-welding. But hopefully I'll let the insurance deal with that piece of the puzzle if that ever happens. But for now, modification is on me. But I did a pretty good job on this, on prepping the bottom with the undercoating on this, or I did undercoating on this. I'm used to saying we because I always talk about Able Worker and then forgot that this is just a me project, no help. Yeah, I mean, it's not perfect. I'm happy with the result though. This side is much better than the other side. I don't know why. When I did this side, I guess I took my time to do it. The other side was the second side I did it, and I felt like I rushed it through, and you can see a little bit of wave on this on the other side. There is some wave on this, but it's very consistent, like it's a nice radius going through. As the other side, which I'm going to show you now, just to compare it, you can see that wave going through it, and I'm just not happy with it, but I'm not going to change it. It is what it is. I done the prep work. You can see that I did a lot of the body caulk in it, is to make it watertight so no water goes through it. And the undercoating on this vehicle are amazing. That's why this hasn't rushed through in these areas. But yeah, so I talked about the side. I want to talk about the front a little bit. I did replace the grill, put a OEM whatever Mercedes-Benz envelope and grill. I decided to test the bed liner product on the hood, and I kind of like the result. They recommend 4 to 5 coats. I got 2 coats in it so far, and the texture, I'm very happy with the texture. It still looks like 2 different shades in the certain areas, but texture wise I'm very happy. I might even just do a clear coat over this, and that might be the end of it because I'm so happy with the texture. But anyways, there's some build up areas like this here that I'm not super happy with, but again, I'm gonna live with it. I think I love it, and there's something missing from here. I don't know what I'm gonna put there, but something needs to go there. Uh, Bumper, I might just repaint this with the same bed liner to match. I mean, just the front. Anything that's gray is gonna go black. Also, all the these things here are gonna go black. It's gonna be like a black and blue kind of look. So I have to actually remove those, spray it, and reattach them, which is I already kind of got to figure out how I'm gonna do it. So same thing with this, goes on black. I already did the Mercedes envelope on black, so that's how everything is gonna look. Same thing with this, gonna go on black. Um, there's a much more that shows. I already did the this ones, did the tires. So the tires got sprayed black. So we got the blue and black kind of theme. Whatever you see on black now is just primer. This side of the door, I am not happy with the way it turned up, but again, I'm gonna live with it. It rained on it today, so the texture is a little funny. But this is just a primer, so I still gotta glaze these areas, and that's it. I'm not gonna do a bunch of body work to it to get it perfect, because I don't want this vehicle to be perfect. I just want it to be rust free. The last thing that I want to talk about is the roof rack, because we're gonna do those on black too. We're gonna do bed liner spray. I have to remove the whole thing and still work on the roof. There's a lot of rust in the roof. There's actually a leak on the back that I gotta fix. So a lot of this stuff is like it needs to happen for the van to be functional. That's where the leak's coming in. All right, I hope I didn't make this too boring, but I just wanted to give you a kind of a resume of what's going on with the van. And it's very sunny out. Yeah, so there you have it. The van built, and once it's done, it's gonna be a very cool rig or car, van, whatever you wanna call it, camper, venture vehicle to go out, dirt bike, mountain bike, and just have fun with the family. And yeah, so I bought this a long time ago, brand new, 14 years ago, and still running. And we're gonna make around another 10 years at the minimum.